Hello. Should probably order coffee or something since I'm gonna be awake for a while, so it seems. Harry Habik, doing good. Good seeing you as always. Good to hear that you're doing good. Thank you. It's supposed to be elephant ears, but I think it kind of also looks like mouse ears. I'm not even wearing it to look cute. This is my new nighttime routine of washing my face. Like that's basically what it's for you to keep your hair out of your face. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep it on. I maybe I like a little loony. It's cool. It's the vibe. It's the vibe today. Yeah, it's the container it came in had like an elephant trunk and like a face, so it's supposed to be elephant. I putting them on, I wouldn't guess elephant either. Literally anything else. All right, so real quick, I think I'm gonna buy Starbucks. Is thankfully, never mind, they are closed. No Starbucks. Is everything closed? All right, then I'm just gonna buy the Welcome Man. I woke up today. So I did stream earlier at 6 a.m. and I went to bed. Right. I wake up for work. I just check. I just look. To see like if I'm even supposed to be working today, and I'm not. So I was like, wow. I had a raging headache from last night, and I ordered breakfast today at around like 11 a.m. I go to sleep. I wake up at 6 p.m. Like, no way, there is no way I slept that long. Headache's gone. I was like, there's no way. Pollo executive. Yeah, like,
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
I wonder if they like do like, I mean, I play this game like so much, but I wonder if they like kind of like do like a background check like for your videos. And they're like, you know, like you've said, you know, like some pretty bad things about the game sometimes. I'm like, yeah, you got me. Buying a Welcome Moon right now, in case anybody was curious. Dude, so I don't know how long, honestly, it probably was about like 12 hours. Because if I got like around like 5 or 6-ish hours, yeah, that is 12 hours. That is crazy. Just really quickly, almost done. All right, we got the Welkin. There we go.
For justice. I'm here.
How are you, Kai? Also, how are you, EXO? Good morning, everybody, and I'm calling it morning because...
Time to broaden our horizons again.
Because I might have slept in a little bit, you know? Places that are open for coffee are so random. Like, Walgreens has coffee? Kinda, I guess. Yeah, the closest Dunkin' on Uber Eats that's open right now is like 8 miles away. I'm not gonna do that to somebody. It's not a beanie. It's not even like... This is literally one of those things that you wear to keep your like hair out of your face.
Witness the power of Guhua. Written in the stars.
Grow, grow, grow! The Temple of Wisdom! Help! Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Let me scribe.
Everyone hold hands!
I was wondering why her damage wasn't all that right now. I accidentally switched her weapon with Baiju, so that's getting switched back.
Decided by destiny. Let me weave you a verse.
Wheel of life. Share my knowledge!
Delve into destiny.
Kai is your #1 fan.
I see everything!
Let me scribe.
Rise.
Rain outlines your fate.
Go ahead and really quickly give her back her weapon. God. Well, wait, how many constellations do you have for Mona now? I'm ready to get C6 Mona. You guys need to get on your Mona builds. Like, work on it. Most important character. you should be focusing on. That's not even my bias.
Wheel of life. Everyone hold hands.
Shadows of fate. No, my sword. Huh? Huh. Witness the power of good work. Written in the stars. Delved into
Orders given. Orders received. The Temple of Wisdom.
rain outlines your fate. Huh? Decided by destiny. Let me read you a verse. Shadows of...
Guys.
T2, how are you? How would you like me to pronounce your name? Sige? Is it Sige?
Let me scribe.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge.
Fate is upon you.
This may hurt a little.
I don't know why I thought, like, you were a bigger whale than you are, Havoc. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe you are. Maybe you just don't get Monas. Ume. Okay, Ume. I will remember that. Ooh, that's got potential. We got yet another crit damage. I can roll crit rate. It'll be the cherry on top. Still not what we're farming for, but... Dude, let me try to level that up right now, see what I roll into. Oh yeah, we're tossing this one. Crit. That's still worth keeping, so...
Shadows of fate.
I'm gonna have so many circlets for the characters in Natlan when they come out.
Life goes on.
Written in the stars.
I'm so excited about the Pyro Archon.
Everyone
I hope it's a boy.
Delved into
I like that we don't know anything about it. I think that's, like, pretty cool.
Make yourselves at home.
Yeah, no, and I think people call me Dolphin. I wouldn't consider myself a whale either.
Decided by destiny.
Hey,
Let me weave you a verse. Time to act.
sacred name, fortune preserver.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your... Let me scribe.
Yeah, that's not... That's, I mean, like, of course, in the grand scheme of things, like, $2,000 is a lot of money, but in terms of spending on Genshin, that is not a lot of money. That's nothing.
Delved into destiny. Witness
So
the power of good
I always thought that you spent more than me. I guess not.
This may hurt a little. Wheel of life.
My bad for assuming. Maybe there was a time period in which, like, you did, and I was like, man, like, that's so much, and then, like, now having easily crept over that number,
weave you a verse.
Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom. Hey,
No, my sword! Rain outlines your... Decided by destiny. Witness the power of Gugwa.
everyone hold hands. Life goes on. Make yourselves at home. Hey,
Delves into destiny. Let me weave you a verse.
everyone hold hands.
You know, I don't want to talk about how long it took me to realize what Xingqiu's skill is. I learned today. I learned today what it actually does.
Wheel of life.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Yeah. Kind of embarrassing. How are you, Raider? Being a baddie, as to be expected. I wouldn't expect less from you.
Hey, sharing my knowledge. Life goes on. Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Delves into... Let me weave you a verse. Written in the stars. No, my sword!
Shadows of fate.
I hope you enjoy your meal.
Fate is upon you. Everyone hold hands. Go.
Time to act. Delves into destiny.
I see everything.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Not striking luck with artifacts today. Oh.
Rise.
Decided by destiny. Let me weave you a verse.
Grow, grow, grow. Sharing my knowledge. Sacred name, fortune preserver.
No, my sword! shadows of fate. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Yeah, this might hurt a little. Yeah.
That has a lot of fucking potential. Not sure how I feel about this playlist.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
Star Snatch Clip is known for its views.
Let me roll into that. Excuse me. Crit damage, baby! I will try it one more time. And if I don't get crit, I will cry. No. When does Spiraling Abyss reset? Couple days. I finished this event.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
What's our objective?
I trust you have packed ample foodstuffs? I won't hold you back. Much.
I'm gonna figure out what I want for dinner. I might just order Burger King. Let's fuck it. All right, I'm almost done ordering my food. Thank you for your patience. Man, just like order a side of French fries. Here we go. All right, perfect. Fuck. Oh, that's like pointing me in the wrong direction. All right. like I got like a perfect score or something. At least I would assume that I did. Oh, dude. This one was probably one of the easiest ones. I say, watch me not get a perfect score. Perfect. All right, cool. I hope that counted towards... All right. I think I just need like one more commission.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
Probably finish the lantern ride though. I think so. Never hurts getting free shit, you know? Oh, 2 days later. My bad.
Time to carry out the plan!
I was literally right there.
Hope everything goes well.
Time to begin work?
It is as the stars foretold.
That is not what I meant to do. No, no.
Hi, Gaming! Paimon sees you've certainly gotten an early start this morning. Playing games already, are we? Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
I mean,
Ah, perfect. You're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
Alright, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Well, here.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
that's fine by me.
Alright, don't work too hard now, Longzhou. We'll set off then.
Oh, perfect.
There's always some fool trying to mess with me.
today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Wait, did I ever learn that recipe? I think so. What do I deposit these into?
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Dad?
Oh, daddy issues.
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you.
He's gonna be an asshole.
Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
Scry the sky.
And that's far. I don't know, I was like running over there.
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
Paimon. This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
He does not want to be around his dad.
Oh, but
Just let him go.
okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand.
I think it's his dad.
Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad.
Want us to get
The
like
best way to keep
left-handed
him safe
characters?
is-
Or
Leave
I
this
think
to
maybe
me.
Child is
I'll
left-handed.
handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad
They
and the
do.
goods away from
Koimiya
here.
has a father.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
Koimiya has a father. Shinobu has a sister.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away! Let us away!
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But Gaming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
Yeah, his dad can run.
All is going to plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop here. Yongli? Oh no, what is he doing?
Wait, Zhongli? He's playing with a kite.
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
That is so funny.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight?
Then he has like a Hu Tao kite. That's so cute. She does look like an NPC, but she does have a sister.
Oh. Ah, I see.
They could have at least given her green hair or something.
It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine.
We do love Zhongli.
Had some cake stuck in her throat.
Must have figured it out by now. Is he just playing dumb on purpose?
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millelith at once.
The guard that was escorting us is already on their trail.
Oh? Well, if that's the case. Such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise, wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates
Can
the
you hear-
spirit of the Suwani.
You can't hear music right now,
Usho
can
dancing
you?
has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. Ones not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. to have a child so accomplished and upright. You must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a...
Testing something out real quick.
wish to convey.
No.
Okay, cool.
This thing between us has festered for many years
Food's
now.
here.
In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushou dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret introducing him to wushou dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Your words are too kind.
He definitely did.
Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite.
Nobody's gonna know about Venti.
It seems Sometimes I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery? You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
I don't care about them
You
too.
say. Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words. Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Oh, they're
Traveler,
fighting again?
Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I invite you to, Dad, but you're a piece of shit. Words.
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
So, that's how we're starting off?
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Yeah.
I appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
And you? Will you talk to him?
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
Good luck. We'll be rooting for you.
I'll do my best.
Here in Genshin Impact,
You are very knowledgeable, Mr.
he
Zhongli.
strengthened the
I'm
bonds.
impressed.
Family.
Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
It's not like it was alcohol.
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh,
I was thinking the same thing.
Of course.
But on the off chance that people are actually named that, you don't want to say anything to offend people.
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
It's not gonna taste the same as, or no, it's gonna taste the same as he remembers, but we're those who share those memories. That tree had a lot of apples.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, Zhao!
Zhao, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time.
Aw.
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects.
They would get along so well.
It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget?
He's like, it's so hip.
The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because
So
Director
funny.
Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied.
Oh, he said come hang out with us
This
more.
one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which
I
one
like
is
their
of greater
relationship.
merit.
They do.
Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu.
I know he's gonna
I'll
want to
leave
talk
these
to us.
two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Oh, he's
Well,
so
I would
nervous.
imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
Doesn't matter. We're gonna win either way.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
It does if
I
we're doing it.
suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like shell lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogias was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
He loves us so much. Absolutely.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
How annoyed do you feel like
By the way, be sure
Xiao
to be
gets
there for us.
whenever
The
Paimon's
last
with
time I
us?
spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days.
I know he wants to
If
talk
you
to the
have the
traveler
time.
one-on-one.
Perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Xiaoling. See you later.
See you next time.
Awkward.
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
You clearly did.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh. I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan when recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable strength. One has more than had one's fill already. Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Damn!
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities. What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other, it would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk. I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps
That's what he's been trying to tell you.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way? If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming, I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh.
He loves dim
I
sum.
didn't know dim sum was
He just
such
wants
an
to go get dim
important
sum.
affair, Master.
He's mentioned it to Zhongli,
Just
he's
think
mentioned
about
it to Gaming, he just wants dim
Okay.
sum.
You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh.
Do you see the lizard?
In silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work out?
Did anybody
well?
see that? The lizard that was under
Hey,
Xianyun?
Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Okay, thank
Perfect
you.
timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
He's still short. He's Zhao's height. Except I guess Zhao is fully grown. He's probably still growing, so.
Master, did I say something wrong earlier? I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted, I started to wonder.
Not at all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented themselves.
The way that Traveler is
way.
eavesdropping,
When the
standing on the
outcome
table,
proved
looking back and
favorable,
forth at
The
them.
plan was a success.
Then I helped?
Naturally. Your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe. You need not change who you are.
Are they the only ones there left? Everybody else left?
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
Wait, which art?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course, of course! Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan?
What do you think? She's the very important
Here, I
client.
thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
Oh, I don't. You didn't show me the Instagram. You said their Insta is, and then you sent like 3 stars. So you never showed me their name. And if you did, then I'm sorry I overlooked it. I was never able to look at the art.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanka appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
Yes.
What's wrong, Gaming?
Because you said their Insta
You're
is,
the
and
ones
then
footing the bill for all that tea.
3 asterisks got
Can't
sent.
let you do that?
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pooled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay. So, it's like this.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen.
Were you trying to send it again?
We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
Welcome back! I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And
Interesting,
are you
Kai.
here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Ah, yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Don't ask questions, Paimon. Just say thank
Nor
you.
would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right, then. Thank you. Phew, it's done. Let's get down to business.
Beep. Beep.
Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
I don't know if there's gonna be music for the lantern, right? So let me pause that real quick. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, there we go. Hey, pretty.
Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
I love their friendship so much. Stop, I'm gonna cry. I think it's so cute, like, how close they are. I'm so beautiful.
Come here, allow me.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever.
What was that? Is that supposed to be happening?
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
Oh no, it's deliberate. Okay.
What's that?
Okay, this is pretty badass. Looks so cool. How's he walking on water? Not gonna cry. That's pretty cool. Oh, she looks so proud. Okay, he has to be in like all the lantern rides now. That was cool. Stop, his dad looks proud. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Ah.
Have I taken that many pictures already?
What was that angle? Where's Zhongli? Where's Zhao?
The wind.
Oh my gosh! Mommy, I want a big kite like that too! Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Yeah, so Kaching and Charlotte are getting shipped together now. You've got oh. Stop, I'm not gonna cry. Stop. Cry. I'm gonna cry. Cringe is not cringe, okay? Not crying. Not crying. Not crying.
Cummings' performance was
Why would I cry at that?
Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Paimon? Let's go find him. Oh, he's over there, talking to his dad.
Told as such, for it cannot be changed.
Hear me out, guys.
Nor can it be reversed.
Anytime.
Only but be accepted.
Yo, I got daddy issues. So anytime shit like that happens, where like the dad's like proud of their kid, the waterworks are gonna start rolling in, okay? Oh God. Anyways.
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Yeah!
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to
That's
walk
not
you
his
back?
daughter?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
What's with the glitching?
Son. I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wuxia dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow.
God.
I never thought I'd live to hear you say
Don't
that.
don't spend that money, man.
Serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult.
He's gonna say,
but
I know you can do it.
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. And much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Oh.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Zhongli.
Well, a little bit.
He wants to go
yeah.
get dim sum.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but... to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say?
He hugs him.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Yep, it was all because of you. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
He has so many friends, as we've talked about.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Bruh, take a shot every time this man says dim sum. He says, dude, does anybody else see like that glitching? Wonder if it's because, probably because I changed the, frames per second. I don't know.
Dad, honestly.
He probably eats dim sum every day.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
Did anybody else have this issue during this event? Well, I mean, I never have issues, so I'm wondering if it's because I changed,
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gummy.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Shenyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and
dim sum?
Go fly a kite.
Yay! Hey, where's Zhao? I'm not ugly crying, you're ugly crying. Saying that it's recommended that I do her quest, so I guess I can. Oops. I hate when, like, that happens. How many quests I have to actually, like, do?
Paimon, think, where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
Dude, I just wanna... wanna do this.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Here we are, time we came here. We even brought offerings and everything. And when we told her that Rex Lavos
Couple years
had been
ago.
assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere, so if she really wants something, we can just use that. Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye?
Wow, it's... I don't think we've ever seen her before.
Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
Seems like she could also be a powerful Adeptus.
Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. As expected of that bird lady, really. She must have a whole bunch of Adepti friends from all over the country. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her and say hello?
Who knew you were such a social butterfly, Paimon? I'll leave the introductions to you.
Helping you make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide. Paimon's got this. Hello. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Paimon, just say everything in a nice, even tone.
Paimon doesn't think we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has this shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait, you're...
Cloud Retainer?
Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human! How did that happen?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging now because?
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning. Or...
It feels like Cloud Retainer has her reasons, but doesn't want to discuss them too openly. I almost forgot. Paimon brought you some gifts.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
Cloud Retainer tries but fails to look indifferent as Paimon begrudgingly does something.
Well, this is all Paimon's got. You don't mind, right?
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all else. So long as you've shown proper respect and consideration, the quantity or quality of the gift is but a trivial matter.
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself.
Paimon is so...
Where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts?
Cloud Retainer said that she's going to visit some of her disciples.
Ah, right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while since we last saw them. Maybe we can come too.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
No reason in particular.
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so? If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yuehai Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can count on one talon the number of times she returns to Mount Atsong each year. Shenoha has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory. Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
I was probably like closer where I just was.
Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Hit!
We're almost at Way High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this? Guess we have no idea if Shenoha and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go?
She's back there. She didn't come with us.
Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why? Isn't it better if we all go together?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Fair enough. Makes sense. All right, then. We'll just pass on your regards and...
Cloud Retainer?
Yeah.
Oh! Busted.
Is that lady someone you know, Miss Ganyu?
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although, perhaps I could move some work to later in the evening.
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu. I'll make the necessary arrangements right away.
Thank you, Huixin.
They'll like run over.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak. One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
Huh? Seems she's not buying it.
Ganyu saw right through her.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
Ganyu looks totally bewildered. She's thinking, why wouldn't I recognize you? I used to see you every day. How bad do you think my memory is?
But recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today. A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body. It still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
Cloud Retainer! Stop!
Embarrassing.
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story. Why don't you continue your conversation? One shall simply stand by and listen.
Discuss some of your recent adventures with Ganyu.
You've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Uehai Pavilion. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but...
Paimon was like, I don't know about that.
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible. Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Shenyun.
Shenyun?
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An Adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
I mean...
Not exactly.
Paimon looked away in embarrassment. That's totally what Paimon had in mind.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today. The books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away, and the people were saved.
That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely what one ought, and even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said?
Like, well, yeah.
Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
That is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally. Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Shangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
I see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Shangling is kind and astute, while her father is loyal and reliable. One has no cause to believe that they will make Shenhe's work difficult. Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit Wanmin Restaurant in person and see how Shenhe is doing.
Huh? But didn't you just say that you had something important to do?
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
See you around, Ganyu! Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think? As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Wait, for real?
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
Huh. She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
Got her!
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, huh?
I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes.
Hey, how about you ask her?
You do it. No. I think you should. Wait, she's coming.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of Mora meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as yes and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
It's been a while, Shinhe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xinyun.
Master?
Huh?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
You...
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too!
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon, are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So, I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Alright, I think I'm logging off. I might stream later.